You might think you're a modern, coffee-drinking, Wi-Fi connected human, but your brain, it's still trying to survive saber-toothed tigers. Everything in your head, from your anxiety to your late-night snack cravings, is based on a world where survival meant not dying before 30. So when you stress over an unread email or a slow driver, your brain interprets it as "we are under attack" and floods your body with adrenaline like it's a tribal emergency. Here's the fun part. That fight or flight response that helped cavemen escape predators now activates because someone left you on red. Your heart races, your palms sweat, your breathing quickens, all because Becky didn't text back. The amygdala, the fear center of your brain, doesn't know what a smartphone is. To it, social rejection still equals banished from the tribe, time to die in the wilderness. It's not that your brain is dumb, it's just ancient software running on new hardware. You're trying to play Cyberpunk 2077 on a Windows 95 operating system. So, next time you're panicking over something dumb, remember, your brain thinks you're barefoot in the desert, surrounded by wolves. Basically, you're an evolutionary fossil with a smartphone. You've probably heard that your body goes into starvation mode when you skip a few meals. Sounds serious, right? Like, your metabolism just packs its bags and says, "Sorry, can't burn calories today, we're dying." But here's the thing, your body exaggerates. When you miss breakfast, it doesn't think, "Oh, they're intermittent fasting." It thinks, "We've been abandoned on a deserted island," and starts hoarding energy like a doomsday prepper. Your body slows your metabolism, clings to fat, and makes you crave sugar like it's oxygen. It's not trying to sabotage your diet. It genuinely thinks you're about to starve to death because, again, ancient survival instincts. Back in the day, food scarcity was a death sentence, so evolution rewarded the bodies that could hold onto fat the longest. Fast forward to 2025, and now you're just trying to fit into your genes, but your body's like, "Nope, we're saving this for winter." So when your stomach growls after skipping lunch, that's not hunger. That's your internal drama department rehearsing for the Hunger Games. Your body is basically that one friend who overreacts to everything. You know how you sometimes forget to drink water for hours, and suddenly your head hurts, your mood sucks, and your skin feels like it's made of chalk? That's because your body's thirst signal is lazy. By the time you feel thirsty, you're already dehydrated. Your brain waits until your blood is basically syrup before it sends out an SOS. The hypothalamus, the region in charge of thirst, was designed for a world where humans didn't have soda, lattes, or liquid IVs. It expected us to drink from rivers, not walk around sipping on bubble tea. So when your hydration levels dip, it doesn't panic right away. It waits. It stalls. It hopes you'll stumble across a stream or a juicy piece of fruit. But in modern life, that stream is probably a Diet Coke, and your brain just sighs in defeat. Chronic dehydration messes with your mood, focus, and even your metabolism, all because your internal plumbing system assumes you're still living next to a waterfall. Basically, your first mechanism is a procrastinator. It will tell you to drink water only when your body is 30% dust. Panic attacks are terrifying. Your heart races, you can't breathe, you're sure you're dying, but in reality, your body is just overreacting to nothing. Panic attacks are your nervous system hitting the big red freak out button for no reason. The same system that helped ancient humans survive real threats, like tigers or cliffs, now misfires in line at Starbucks. It's like your body's security alarm going off because a leaf brushed against the window. Your adrenal glands dump adrenaline into your bloodstream, your breathing quickens, your vision narrows, and there's no tiger, no danger, just the creeping realization that you might drop your coffee. To make it worse, your brain interprets those physical sensations as proof something is wrong, creating a feedback loop. I feel like I'm dying, so I must be dying. Nope, you're just trapped in a body running outdated threat detection software. Your body's trying to protect you, but it's like having a smoke detector that screams every time you make toast. Miss a few hours of sleep, and suddenly your brain starts acting like it's drunk and paranoid at the same time. It's not just feeling tired. After about 24 hours awake, your brain literally starts hallucinating. The line between dreams and reality blurs, your emotions spiral, and your reaction time drops to the level of someone legally wasted. Why? Because sleep isn't optional maintenance. It's the nightly reboot that keeps your survival systems from glitching. When you skip it, your brain starts short-circuiting like a laptop that's overheating. The prefrontal cortex, the part that handles logic, memory, and impulse control, starts flickering on and off, while your amygdala, the emotional drama queen, goes full Broadway. That's why after an all-nighter, you'll cry over a sandwich or think your phone buzzing means the FBI is calling. Historically, staying awake made sense when danger was near, like guarding the tribe from predators, but modern humans, we do it for deadlines, Netflix, and that weird urge to scroll through nonsense at 3 a.m. The body interprets that as something is hunting us. Your stress hormones rise, your immune system tanks, and your brain starts whispering nonsense. Basically, your body punishes you for skipping sleep by making you slowly lose your mind. Your immune system is like an overprotective parent who means well but doesn't know when to chill. It's supposed to fight off invaders, bacteria, viruses, parasites, but sometimes it just attacks you. Allergies? Autoimmune diseases? That's your body's defense system deciding to declare war on your own tissues because it got bored. Think of it like this. Your immune system is a medieval army trained for brutal combat, but modern life is too clean. No dirt, no worms, no infections. So your immune troops get restless. They start picking fights with harmless stuff like pollen or peanuts. It's as if your soldiers got tired of peace and said, "Screw it, that dust looks suspicious." Evolutionarily, your ancestors were constantly fighting off real threats, infections, cuts, parasites. Their immune systems had a job. Yours, meanwhile, is out here idle, scanning your internal chat room for drama, so it overreacts. Sneezing, swelling, inflammation, so all just a biological temper tantrum. Your immune system isn't evil, it's just paranoid and unemployed. Ever notice how you feel hungry even when you just ate? That's because your hunger hormones, mainly ghrelin and leptins, are drama-fueled manipulators. Ghrelin tells your brain, "We're starving," while leptin says, "Nah, we're good." But they rarely agree, and ghrelin tends to scream louder. When you diet, skip meals, or even think about restricting food, ghrelin spikes just to mess with you. It's like your stomach's revenge plan for trying to be healthy. Meanwhile, your brain's reward center fires off cravings for high-calorie foods because, evolutionarily, that meant survival. In prehistoric times, if you found something sugary, you ate all of it because who knew when you'd find food again? Now, that instinct translates into inhaling a family-sized bag of chips at midnight because your body thinks famine is coming. Your hunger signals aren't broken, they're just tuned for a world where food was scarce, not delivered to your door in 30 minutes. So when you can't resist dessert, it's not willpower failure, it's 200,000 years of evolution yelling, "Eat the cake before winter kills us." Basically, your appetite is a time-traveling con artist. Here's something wild, your brain doesn't actually feel pain, it creates it. Pain isn't a direct signal from your body saying, "ouch." It's your brain interpreting signals and deciding how much it wants you to suffer. Which means your pain is, essentially, an educated guess. Ever stub your toe and feel like it's been sawed off? Or cut yourself and not notice until you see the blood? That's your brain playing sensory roulette. It decides when pain is useful. During emergencies, like escaping danger, your brain often turns pain off. It floods you with endorphins so you can run or fight. But afterward, it turns pain back on just to remind you how fragile you are. Even worse, sometimes your brain misreads harmless signals and creates pain that shouldn't exist. That's what happens in chronic pain conditions. Your nervous system basically starts sending fake alerts. It's like having an overzealous security system that blares sirens every time a leaf blows by. So the next time you're in pain, remember, your brain's not trying to hurt you. It's just guessing really, really badly. Basically, your nervous system is an unreliable narrator. Okay, don't panic. This is actually one of the most important survival tricks your body has. It's called autophagy, which literally means self-eating. Sounds like a horror movie, but it's basically your body's built-in recycling program. When you go without food for a while, your cells get bored and start cleaning house. They eat up damaged parts, toxic junk, and malfunctioning proteins. It's like spring cleaning at a microscopic level. Evolutionarily, it's brilliant. When early humans went hungry, their bodies didn't just sit around complaining. They got efficient. No food? Fine, let's burn the trash. So your body starts consuming itself, but only the bad stuff, kind of like your internal Marie Kondo deciding which cells no longer spark joy. But here's where it gets dark. If starvation goes on too long, your body gets desperate and starts eating muscle tissue, organs, you. It's survival mode gone feral. It'll do anything to keep the brain alive, because from an evolutionary standpoint, your brain is the diva of the body and everything else is just backup dancers. So yeah, when you're fasting or sick and feel weak, it's not just hunger, it's your body politely gnawing on itself to stay alive. Basically, you're a self-cannibal with good intentions. Here's the most brutal truth of them all. Your body doesn't care about your happiness, it only cares about survival. Everything you feel, fear, joy, anxiety, attraction, boredom, is just biology tricking you into doing things that keep your genes alive. Happiness, that's a temporary reward system, like an evolutionary coupon. You do something good, eat, mate, socialize, succeed, and your brain gives you a chemical high. But it's fleeting, because if happiness lasted forever, you'd stop doing things. You'd sit around blissed out and eventually starve. So your brain withholds contentment to keep you hustling. It's emotional capitalism. That's why even when you get everything you want, it fades. New car, dopamine spike, then it levels out. Promotion, you celebrate, then feel empty. It's not depression, it's evolution's way of saying, stop lounging, keep surviving. Every craving, fear, and fleeting burst of joy is your body's way of pushing you forward like a carrot on a stick. You're not designed to be content, you're designed to chase contentment forever. Basically, your body's endgame isn't your happiness, it's your continued existence. And that's kind of messed up, but also kind of impressive.